Welcome to the Almost Live Show with me, the Gabby Cabby, on SRB Radio at the Actress and Bishop in Birmingham for a night of music and chat with Nichole Lionette, Elektric and Call Me Unique, supporting B1%. And joining me first on the show is the lady of the moment, Nichole Lionette, who's put on this evening. So I want you to tell me all about it. I want me to tell you, well, you tell me all about you and your banging EP that I am singing from the rooftops because I think it's absolutely wonderful, and it's also without the band, and I'm watching your full band for the first time tonight, so I'm really excited, mate.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, I am Nichole Lionette. I've put on this evening to kind of showcase what we've been doing. We've been working together, the band and I, for the past 10 months. We've been putting together all the songs that I've written with producers. We've been rearranging them to make them into a really full live sound, because that's what I love. And we've also written some brand new tunes. We've kind of tweaked a few covers. Put our own spin on it. If I was going to describe the genre of what we're doing, we are an infusion of jazz, soul, funk, with a little bit of reggae thrown in for good luck, and a few Latin twists every now and again. And we're just really enjoying ourselves, to be honest. That's what we're doing. I released my EP on the 31st of May, 2015. That was a project that I started before I got the band together. Because it took me a while to find the right people to get the band together, and I'm very impatient.
How difficult is it getting your band together?
Oh, wow, it took me a long time. I mean, I probably decided maybe about 3 years ago that I wanted a band. I was working with a producer first. He was an amazing piano player and producer now, piano producer. Shout outs to piano producer in London. He's got his own business now. He does loops and all sorts. He's doing quite well, actually. So he moved back to London. He was in Birmingham for a few months. So we wrote quite a few of the tunes that you'll be hearing tonight.
Fire Engine Red.
Fire Engine Red, yeah. Is It Real? The two tunes that are on SoundCloud at the moment. Is It Real was the first tune that I put out with him onto SoundCloud, and it had a massive response. I mean, considering that I had maybe 30 followers or 0 followers when we put it up, it got 17,000 views in the first couple of months, and you know it was very encouraging. So that kind of pushed me forwards to kind of really want to pursue doing the music and writing, because that's what I love to write. So after he went to London, I decided that I wanted to get a band together. I spent a good 3 or 4 months playing with a laptop plugged into the sound system, playing piano while a drummer played. So we did that for a few months, and then I gave up for a while. Actually, a couple of months I gave up. I thought, it's not going to happen, it's fine, we'll leave it. And then I thought, no, I'm going to try again. And then I found Joe, who's our guitarist at the moment, and that was last September, and we did our first acoustic session at Anchor in Digbeth, and it was wicked. So then after him we got Calvert, our percussionist. So we were doing the acoustic thing for a while, and then Joe's like, right, I don't want to lead this anymore, I want a band, let's do this. We can do this, let's do a band. So I was like, all right, let's do it. So then we just gradually got people on board, and we got Steve Sheriff, who is a legendary piano player, who's been playing for years. I think he's got 39 years of experience or something. He was trained at the Conservatoire. He's played all over the place with a variety of different people. I can't remember any names at the moment. My memory is terrible. But he's played for some big names, and he's and getting him on board kind of drove then getting more and more musicians on board. We had a bass player and a drum player who we had for a while, who helped us to build the sound, and they relocated. So then we've got Brian McKenzie and Devon Madden, who are amazing bass player and drummer. So now it's kind of at its peak at the moment. Well, it's getting there anyway, I think.
And your EP was done at Flood Studios? Flood
Studios, yeah, by Delta Autumn, who again they are wicked. The piano player for those, he plays for Charlotte Church, and so we do. They're top notch. So yeah, they produced the EP. Most of the tunes on the EP I wrote. I'd either written them previously, or a couple of them were brand new. So See You was something that I'd written previously, which is a tune I know you play sometimes, don't you? Mr. Mister.
I love Mr. Mister.
It's the tune that you love, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, so Mr. Mister, that was a tune that I wrote a while ago, actually, before we got to that point. I wrote that one with the piano player, but it wasn't quite the right vibe for the tune. So we thought, when I sang it to the guys at Flood, we thought, right, slow jam. We're going to turn this into a proper slow jam. And it worked really well.
Tell me about Fia's drum. Because I think on that EP, that is your strongest song
that's
lyrically.
Yeah.
Lyrically.
Yeah.
Mister. I tell you what, if you are alive, if you have got a pulse, your hips start moving to that and your body starts shaking.
Yeah.
That is a tune.
Yeah, it's a nice tune. It really is. But Fia's drum, that's an interesting song actually. I was, let me think now. So when I was at university, which was when I met my first producer, Pino, I went out for an audition for some showcase that we were doing, and I was so nervous. I was absolutely terrified. I sang the song, and I chose the wrong song, and it was out of my range. But it gets even worse. If anyone's a singer, they'll know what I'm talking about. If you've got a song that's out of your range and then you're nervous, it just all goes to pot. It's not good. So I sang this song, and it was awful. And I didn't sing again then in public for about 4 years.
Blimey.
So I had that kind of that fear. So then a couple of years later, when me and Pino were getting together, right, well, you know what, you just have to do it. The line, I think the chorus is, are you a soldier for your ego's defences? So are you going to spend your life fighting to save face constantly? Or are you going to use that energy to move forwards? And everything's energy, so whatever energy you've got, it's going to be put into something. It's either going to stop you from doing things, or it's going to push you forwards into doing something. So I decided to stop using my energy to stop me from doing things, and I started using my energy to move forwards, and hence tonight.
So it's all about an energy then that. I thought it was about...
But it's also about just facing your fears and going forward. No, it's not.
That's as I took it.
It's not, but interpretation.
And that's what I love.
That's nice.
With music, with songs. Actually. You listen, I thought, blimey, she's had a right bull and a cow with a boyfriend or something.
Well, I was talking about, I think it wasn't just me, I was talking about others as well. There was, I think, the first verse is a metaphor for Fia itself. Okay. So when it starts off, he will stop you. I can't remember the lyrics now.
Yeah.
Top of my head.
You better. You're singing them in a bit.
That's a good point.
I think it's a bloody good point, Nichole.
Actually, I don't think we're doing that one. That's the only one.
Oh, you're not?
We're not doing. Now that you said that, but
Okay.
We haven't quite got that perfect with the band yet. So that's the only one we're not doing.
Because again, some songs lend themselves to live performances.
Yeah, that's true.
And some don't.
Yeah, that's true. And that might be the one that doesn't. I mean, all the other tunes, they sound beautiful, and I would say that, but I don't know what else.
Well, I can say that because I'm impartial. And we've linked up with loads and loads and hundreds of artists.
Yeah.
And I'm loving your work.
Oh, brilliant! Thank you.
I'm loving the way that your hair is. I suppose it's from a bald guy seeing someone with a bunch of hair like that.
Next time I have a trim, I'll pass them your way.
Well, you can make a wig out of that. But the whole image as well is as important at times as the songs.
Yeah.
You're getting a great image.
Yeah.
What colour dress you wearing tonight?
Oh, it's so colourful.
Okay.
I've got an African wax print dress, which is it's an online boutique that does dresses.
Oh, okay.
So they use African prints, and then they kind of mould them into more modern kind of shapes, more contemporary kind of Western shapes. So yeah, it's a bold dress, I have to say.
And the Lionette, where did you get the... I'm assuming your first name's Nichole.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wasn't born Lionette. No.
I didn't think so. Where did it come from?
It was I was playing around with names.
Yeah.
And I think the idea of a lion just kind of, just brings out that strength and power. And the Lionette, I suppose, it kind of emphasises the feminine aspect of that, I suppose, kind of mixing the two together. So yeah, that's what I would say that was from. I like the sound of it as well.
Yeah, I do. It's different. It is different. Your Facebooks, your Twitters, your websites. How can people link up with you?
Right. Luckily, there is nobody else out there called Nichole Lionette. So all my social media is Nichole Lionette. So you can find me Nichole Lionette on Facebook, Nichole Lionette on Twitter, Nichole Lionette on Instagram. Those are the three key...
How do you find Instagram?
Instagram, I think you have to have the app.
How do you find it though?
How do I find... Oh.
Yeah.
I'm giving you instructions on Instagram.
I am
how
a
do
muppet,
I find it?
but I quite
I quite like it actually.
Yeah.
Facebook, I like Facebook. I think it's a great platform. I find it a little bit complicated. Instagram, very simple.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You post pictures, you write a caption, you tag people, job done.
And I've noticed as well, a lot of musicians are releasing music via Instagram as well.
Well, I haven't quite got that far yet.
Okay.
Because I've got a bit of I'm a bit of a technophobe, and my phone at the moment isn't the best, so I can't quite do that yet. But yeah, that would be something that I would definitely do in the future.
I did notice, because we hooked up at the first time I met you was at the Jam House.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And then at the Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And up till that time, you'd still got an egg on your Twitter feed. And now you've got your face on there.
Yeah, wow. I was.
So I know where you're
I couldn't
coming from.
cope with Twitter for a long time. I tried it and I didn't like it, and then now I'm only just starting getting used to it now. So yeah, I'm doing the Twitter thing now. I've been told it's important. So.
But social media is integral.
Exactly.
It is important.
Yeah.
It's all about getting the word out, getting what you've got to say out there, and getting to promote gigs as well, because that's a big problem.
Yeah.
I'm going all around our city, cutting radio shows with artists. Rooms aren't full.
Yeah.
And then you can go to a Birmingham bar on Broad Street that they're playing absolute bang rubbish with a DJ, and they're rammed, and they've got people round the corner trying to get in. And it is a fact that your music isn't played on FM radio stations, and I would love to change that. And I think it needs to change.
I think I'd love to help you do that.
Well, I think, all of us together with unity, I think it's something that we can achieve, and I think that's the next level. We started radio years ago with pirate ships. Probably be going back to the pirate ships. Going. What have you got on the horizon? You told me about at the top of the interview, your new stuff.
Yeah.
Talk me through.
We've got a few new songs. So the songs that I wrote a couple of years ago were. A lot of them were kind of about relationships and those kind of issues, which is fine, which I think is important, because I think a lot of the time, for me anyway, when I write, it's a therapy. Yep. So once I've written a song about a situation, usually that kind of leaves my mind. Then I feel like I've almost transferred that
very
negativity
cathartic.
onto the. It is, exactly. Onto the page. So these days, I'm a lot more grounded. I feel more grounded as a person. I think I feel more. Happier and in myself, really. And that's where the tunes are kind of going from now. So we've got a new tune called Heaven Is My Home, and that's about not looking outside or looking for heaven outside of your reality, and not expecting to have the best of things later on, but realizing that everything you need you have now, and that you can build that now, and that's your power. Nobody else can give that power to you. That's all you. And then we've got another one called Universal Energy, and again, that's about just loving yourself. And then the other one is called Wait, which is an interesting song, which is about kind of coming out of depression and kind of restarting yourself and having that control over yourself to do that. So that's those are the new tunes, which I'm really excited to play, because that's the band who wrote those. So they've written those, and you can just tell the sound is just there. That's our sound, those three songs, because that's what we're doing.
Where can people listen to those sounds?
They can't as yet.
Oh, okay.
No, literally, I think I finished writing the lyrics to those on the weekend.
Oh, right. Okay. They're fresh. They're
really fresh. They're seriously fresh. So, we haven't got concrete plans yet where we're going to go with those. Okay. So we're going to see how things go. I mean, I'm going to be playing some more acoustic stuff out and about, just trying to get the word out, really. And
getting gig fit.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is. And then we've got I'm doing I Love Live in Leicester.
Okay.
Next week or the week after. Can't remember the date now. But
Diary.
Yeah. So I need one.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of going with the flow at the moment. Yep. I've got plans in my mind of where we're going to go in the future, but nothing concrete yet that I'd really want to put out there.
Do you know that's the
best
way?
Watch this space. I think that's the best thing to say.
Best thing and best way to approach it. Just open yourself.
Yeah, definitely.
You see opportunities. They're like doors.
Yeah.
They open. Just walk through, and you never know where they lead to.
Yeah, exactly. That's where I'm going.
Well, I know where you are going to go now.
Yes.
You've got to go back into that bar, and you've got to get ready, because you're going to absolutely smash it and kill it. And I can't wait to watch you perform tonight.
Thank you so much.
Nichole Lionette, can I thank you very much for your time,
indeed,
young lady?
And I'd like to thank you for yours.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
And I tell you what, when they make these bars in Birmingham, I wish they'd put these, these sills, when you can't put a glass or a bottle on top. No,
Okay.
it looks as though it's just dropped a
We'll have
little
a word
bit. Didn't
later.
it? Right, cheers, mate. I'm going to pick
All right,
mine up
thank
from the
you.
floor. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Rough hands, soft lips, cold heart, heated grip. I wonder where they still thought our collision would take us. Mister, you won't change me or take me anywhere that I don't wanna go. I always follow my dreams, my dreams. My dreams, my dreams, my dreams, my dreams, my dreams, my dreams. Mr. Don't, Mr. Won't, Mr. Try to change me. Mr. Don't, Mr. Won't, Mr. Try to change me. Mr. Don't, Mr. Won't, Mr. Try to change me. Mr. Don't, Mr. My mother tried to warn me. Jagged nails, tender touch, love starved, naively hushed. I wonder where they still thought our collision would lead us. Thoughts unbridled, honesty gone quiet, replaced by expectation, illusion gone. It wasn't like this in my dreams, 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 my dreams. Mr. Don't, Mr. Won't, Mr. Try to change me. Mr. Don't, Mr. Won't, Mr. Try to change me. Mr. Don't, Mr. Won't, Mr. Try to change me. Mr. Don't, Mr. My mother tried to warn me. Don't change me, yeah. Don't change me, 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 yeah.
Right, joining me now, a young man, a guitarist, and also a radio DJ in Birmingham, the mighty Switch Radio.
That's right.
How are you? Tell me all about it. Tell me about your project. Tell me about what you're doing. And we hooked up at the Roadhouse last time I was with Nichole, and you want a mean guitar player as well.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you. That's I've never been called mean. I've been called passable, decent, fair,
Yeah.
etc., etc. No, but yeah, Switch Radio. So I've been with Switch now for 2 years.
Okay.
And started off as just a volunteer, and moved up to kind of got my own show now. So
When is it? What days?
so Thursdays 1 till 4
Okay.
is my show, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. and we're a small kind of Birmingham radio station. We do top 40 stuff. We do kind of mainstream music, but we also do a lot of local Birmingham music too. So we got a remit at the moment, I think, to play 1 or 2 songs per hour
Good.
at least
Yep.
of local Birmingham music, and that includes me, so I have to do that as well.
Good.
But not just that, on my show I've had I've had local musicians, I've had done sessions as well, done live sessions with.
I've seen me mates, Little Liam go in there, Andy Bennett's gone in there, I think Colsey's gone in there, I think Calic's gone in there. You do some great work.
That's very kind of you, thank you. We've had
we need stuff like that.
I think that's true. I think that's absolutely true, and I think it's important to kind of tell people that Birmingham isn't, what a lot of people who aren't from here think it is. So I'm glad that we're doing that kind of work, and yourselves as well doing that kind of work, and we have to kind of band together, I think.
I think we are. I think we're all, and that's what I get with musicians. I tag things musicians first. For me, it's all about the musicians. It's all about the music. We're all like a band of brothers and sisters, and we all need to stick together because the big boys and girls aren't going to help us.
No,
they won't play our records. No. They will play the records that are commercially viable for them to play with the profits of the big major record labels. Yeah. That's what the name of the game is. Yeah. But if some of these other songs were played, they would be selling lots because they are tunes. There's brilliant music out there. And this city, and not just Birmingham, but the Black Country as well, it's a hub and a hive of activity. It's phenomenal.
No, absolutely. And of course, I mean, the big problem is that if you don't play new music, then how is the next generation of cover bands, who are they going to play? I mean, they're going to play the kind of music that they're already familiar with, and you're just going to end up stagnating. So you need new music so that you can create new generations of classics for people to follow up on.
Of course you do.
I mean, if no one had ever taken the risk on Led Zeppelin or the Beatles or anyone like that, where would we be now? Famously, Decca passed over the Beatles, and now look where they are.
Yeah.
And if you just ignore local music and new music and up and coming music, then you're gonna end up with a problem because nobody's gonna want to do it. And as you said, we need to prioritise musicians as well, because if nobody pays us, how is anybody going to be motivated to do this?
Correct.
If nobody gives people local music the proper due, no one's going to want to do it. And I think that's a real problem. And of course, some of us love it and do it for that, but we need to get paid as well.
Everybody needs paying because it's the oil that makes everything go round. But every musician that I've linked up with, and believe me, it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, they will do because they love it.
Yeah.
And when there's a charity, when there's a gig going on, when there's something that's I don't know, a bomb might be dropped somewhere, or a flood, or an earthquake, or a tsunami, musicians are the first to offer their services for bugger all. And they're the ones that are the least likely to be supported by communities.
Well, I think a lot of the time people don't understand the value of musicians because they see us.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, I think everybody who's in the community, I think they understand the value of music because that's what we're here for. As you said, we all love it. But I think a lot of people don't get it because they see us and they just think, oh, that's easy, anybody could do that. But they haven't tried, so they don't know that you can't. And we're still just like anyone else. We're labourers, we're just like plumbers or mechanics or engineers. We do the same things.
Very talented.
As are those people,
Yeah.
But we don't get recognised for it.
Exactly. The difference is, with a musician, with a band that's, supported, shall we say, you can have a great plumber.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's handy that you've got a plumber doing your bath, to be fair.
Yeah.
But you ain't going to get 100,000 people watching that plumber.
No.
Put a bathroom suite in.
Absolutely not.
You know what I mean? You will get that with musicians and bands.
Entertainers are the kind of people who
frequently
get kind of left behind because, they're just entertainers, we don't need them. Yeah. I mean, the current government's been quite unsupportive of, I'm not going to get political because many governments
I will.
No, but I mean, I'm sure your listeners have got better things to worry about. But many governments have been unsupportive of the arts because they don't see it as an industry. But I mean, I always say, what do politicians do when they get off work? Where do they go? They go
I
to see...
often ask myself that as well.
Well, no, okay, fair enough, but...
what do they do?
Pre-watershed.
What do they do while they're at work?
Well, exactly.
What I'm saying?
What's on the radio? Entertainers. If you don't pay them, they won't be on the radio, and your life will be significantly more boring without
My
them.
life has been unbelievably enhanced by meeting up with, by hooking up with musicians, because they give me something. Everybody needs something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I love to look forward to discovering a new record.
Yeah.
something that I've never heard before. As much as I love songs that have been played in the 60s, the 70s, the 80s and that, I love to hear a new tune and go, wow!
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I want to play it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to play it.
Yeah.
And that's what DJs should be able to do.
Absolutely.
I love it, play it.
Absolutely.
I hear so many times, I love it, but I can't play it.
Yeah.
Because my boss won't let me.
Well, one thing that's great about, I mean, not to plug, but one thing that's great about...
You plug all you like.
Okay.
And that, you see, that's the thing with me. We will plug and we will unite with any radio station, anything. I'm not one of these, we can't talk about them. I don't see anybody as an opponent.
No.
I see everybody as doing the same thing,
which is absolutely
and helping
true.
each other.
Absolutely true. And one thing that's great about Switch and many other local radio stations is that we don't have a playlist. We have like a list of songs that like our computer system will generate if there's no DJ, but we can play whatever we like within reason, of course. If it's daytime, we need to worry about swearing, things like that. But I mean, you know, if you want it played, Switch will play it. If you're a local band or a band that's up and coming and you need some support, all you need to do is email us at Switch and we'll play you.
Which is what, you know, give us a call, because we're broadcasting this, it'll be go out. We will give you as much of a shout as what we do to ourselves. So if anybody wants on Switch Radio, what's the email account that they need to get over to you to play their music?
So if you want to play, okay, so there's two, right? These
Yeah,
are dead easy to understand, dead easy to remember. First one, if you want me to play it on Thursdays, Joe, Joe, at switchradio.co.uk or studio at switchradio.co.uk. It'll find its way to the main studio laptop. Whoever's on air at that time, at that moment, will look at it and think, yes, that's some local music, I can play that.
Brilliant.
Otherwise, our head honcho is Dean, D-E-A-N, at switchradio.co.uk. Any of those three email addresses, absolutely fine. They're checked regularly, so any music that you want played, send them across to those email addresses and we'll get it on the air. And
Brilliant.
We'll get you played.
And I get our Sound of Spectra, because we're A&R for a large independent record label, one of the largest in the world, based out in America, South Carolina.
Yeah.
So, Bobby, we've sorted that out, pal.
We'll I'll tell you what, we'll give you a heads up on our station as well.
Brilliant.
So we'll network.
Wonderful. You're the top man. Go and have a great gig tonight.
Thank you very much, man.
And we'll
Thanks.
speak soon.
It was brilliant talking to you, Gabby. Thank you.
Lovely. Cheers, pal.
buddy.
Thank you. Cheers. Right, joining me now on this show is me mate called me Unique. How are you?
I'm very good, thanks.
The first time, you're a bit of a Jonah. Well, I'm a bit of a Jonah. The first time that we hooked up together, we were doing a great interview. Do you remember? It was the bestest interview I ever done, and mine just went dead.
I do remember. It was around the corner, actually.
It was in the Jam House.
Yeah. So we are literally, 2
stone's
years later,
throw away.
and then, we don't seem to go far, do we?
And how well are you looking?
Oh, thank you.
You've lost lots of weight. You've still got your musical note, your teardrop in your eye. So you've still got that. I'm loving your hair.
Thank you.
Tonight
I've
of
gone
people
to the white,
with
yes.
hair.
Yeah.
I'm feeling out of place.
Oh, bless. Could definitely borrow this sometime. But I've really tried to make the effort, because at the moment I know that there's a really big kind of marketing campaign that's about to happen, and I really want to look the part. I really want to make sure that I'm representing not just audio but actual visuals. So
yeah, you do.
So
You're looking $1 million, kid. Now, when we hooked up first, you were telling me about when you go to Poland.
Oh yeah.
And you're playing in front of like 25,000.
Yeah, it gets quite manic, or it has got quite manic. I haven't been to Poland, in about 2 years.
Okay.
I spoke to the guys the other day, actually, so it would be really, it is actually kind of in the pipeline to be back out there in May next year. But for now, since you've actually seen me last, I've just been in Budapest quite a lot.
Yeah.
Budapest.
Rain, didn't it?
Oh, on the last day, that
Facebook
was great. Actually, literally ankle and knee in like the whole thing, and I realised that buses really can't swim. So yeah, I've been in Budapest recording my album. I've been in France doing a couple of hip-hop collaborations. I've been in
Holland as well.
Yeah, I was in Holland doing a few hip-hop, soul, everything kind of conferences and performances, festivals. So I've kind of been all over the place.
Yeah. Tell me about your album.
Oh gosh, so this is actually exclusive. This is actually not been heard on radio as yet. It's actually officially being called This Way Up. Which at the moment is a mixture of, I would say, new soul, jazz, and
slightly Afro-Caribbean types of
Okay.
kind of roots. There's a slightly African song, definitely, with the drums and like all the Kahan sections and things like that. So it's really nice to kind of bring something really rootsy at the same time as it's really, really like it's quite a personal project as far as you can really hear that it's me. You can hear that it's my circumstances, my experiences, what I've gone through. So it's really nice to kind of allow this to be the first introduction to an international scale. And yeah.
And you have been through a bit.
Yeah.
Because I remember at the Jam House watching you, you sang a song that you seemed very unconfident.
Yeah.
And I said to you, the first thing that I said to you, why, when you are as talented as you, are you unconfident? Why don't you just look at yourself in the mirror, kid? You're a superstar.
I think it's mainly because I think it's really difficult for women in particular, as far as, you know, you open a magazine and you see the conventional, like, you know, the media and the standard kind of conventional ways of beauty.
Can I just stop you there?
Go ahead.
Blokes don't like that. They don't. Blokes don't like it. You see all this conventional, you see birds that look like sticks.
Yeah.
I'm a man, right? I don't know any man on this planet that likes birds like that.
Oh.
Can I tell you that, as a bloke?
Yeah.
So don't look at the magazines, it's all bullshit. You carry on.
I think it's really difficult to know that, you know, it's a cultural kind of pressure, it's an economic pressure, it's a social pressure. I mean, I've had my friends basically go, oh, you're going out in that, or oh, you're not going to dress something that's a little shorter, that's a little lower top, that's a little, and I've just never been that type of girl. I've kind of always looked like your best mate rather than your girlfriend, if that makes any sense to anyone. So I think in that sense I really went through a really big process of actually looking in the mirror and genuinely acknowledging, like, some things can't change and some things shouldn't. Like, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing,
Exactly.
this is why I'm unique. So for those reasons I've actually kind of embellished on that and really embraced it and added little bits of things to really feel myself and not feel ashamed of actually being unique for a reason.
Don't ever be ashamed of what you've got.
Thank you.
Because you are what you are. I'm loving the little pin.
Oh, that's
your
not
nose.
real. But,
is it not? It looks good.
Thank you. It comes, it goes, it literally goes.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's really been a huge thing for myself to actually really show the progression on stage, really allowing the audience to feel like this is the first song that you kind of might be able to realise that this is where it was from a darker experience and darker times to I'm a bit of a nicer, happier, more bubbly person in general, as far as there aren't the issues that as a songwriter we naturally create to have inspiration, and that is self-inflicted. It really is. Like, we are our own sub-story sometimes, and
as people we are
definitely. And for those reasons it's really nice to kind of go back to a good place and not feel ashamed of that. I mean, these past 2-3 months I've actually been writing love songs, and
good.
that's strange for me.
Good.
So I've never been able to usually write when I'm happy or in a good place, so it's actually nice to either, you know, source from external experiences, you know, my imagination, rather than always being here's me and here's what's going on in my life. So I'm looking forward to obviously showing everyone not just what's been gone on before, but this new unique.
You're also a radio presenter.
Yes, I am.
I am.
I am actually on Live Arts Radio on Tuesday.
How do people? So tell you what happens. Call me. Right, they'll be going, Gabby, I know she's on this radio station. How the hell can we listen to her?
It's actually always on Switch Radio, which is on 107.5 FM, on 7 to 8, which is basically an explanation of what's going on in Birmingham, everything that we've been catching up on, interviews, exclusives, even live performances actually from the producer's house, which is quite nice. And then we go on to Scratch Radio on a Friday. So that's
Students, isn't it? Scratch?
Yes, which so it's the same exact radio station, well, the same exact 1 hour slot, which is actually streamed from there. So they're both gone DAB. So now you can actually find Scratch and Switch Radio for Live Arts Radio at 7 p.m. on both, on Tuesday and Friday.
Brilliant. Superb. How are you coping with that? Are you enjoying it?
I am. They are kind of working around my manic schedule because we pre-record, and that's for manic reasons of trying to find me in the same country. So it's been hilarious to actually have people kind of tweet or message me saying, hey, I just heard you on radio, and I've gone, I'm having a kip.
I
Or,
was.
yeah. Or I'm in another country and they've gone, how does that work? Or
It's radio.
I'm just like, it's magic. I don't want to steal the I'm trying not to kill the Disney spirit for some people.
I totally agree with that, because that's what it is all about. It's magic, and I think radio is the most magic medium out there.
Definitely.
I could live without a television. I couldn't years and years ago. I couldn't live without me radio. I love to know what's going on. Not that I'm a nosy bugger, but I love the new music.
Definitely.
Tell me about some of the new music that you are being introduced to.
Oh, well, at the moment, I'm the biggest fans of this band actually in America called The Internet. I've been a huge fan for the longest of Hi-Ex Coyote, but I'm actually going to speak on a local level because I'd really like to make sure to big up to the artists that I've really, really appreciate and are doing a very, very exclusive, absolutely awesome project with. There's 5 individuals that are named by, in fact, I'm actually going to keep that silent. I'm going to keep that a mystery.
Okay.
But there are individuals in Birmingham that are going to be combining as a huge major project very soon.
Will Miss Jazz be involved?
Yes, she will.
Okay,
yes,
that's all
she
I'm going
will.
to say.
That would be one to watch, definitely.
Yeah.
Just the hashtag is X6. So if you see a few artists that are kind of casually popping that on their hashtags and various things on Twitter, then you know that we are a part of a unit.
Tell me about Selfridges, because you've done a little gig in Selfridges, didn't you?
Yeah, just
week?
Sunday gone on the 4th of October.
Yeah.
It was actually Punch Records that kind of brought Selfridges together and basically said they'd really like to host live artists on Live and Loud, which was the 3 or 4 day festival that they had, which was based on arts, music, culture. It was kind of a mixed bag of lots of things going on. And we finished, don't quote me for that, but I think we finished the actual festival, the weekend slot. So it was myself, Roxanne and Maiwa Jazz, and and Jacob Banks, who did a Q&A. That's the reason why. And he did a Q&A and a little bit of a performance, so it was really nice to have 4 Brummies on the same stage, actually being able to represent in their city, in a local shopping centre, while people are shopping, and actually be able to, just generally be associated with such an established organisation that usually have absolutely huge artists that we never really get to see. It was really nice to have a spin on that, which was, we actually do shop here, we do live here, we do know half of the people that work there, and actually be treated as equal as far as actually being appreciated in our own city. So that was really nice.
I've heard you on Caroline Martin's show as well.
Oh yes.
WM.
Yes.
Shout out for WM.
Definitely. I've had a few bits and pieces that went on. I think I just came back from either Budapest or France, and they caught me on the very day.
It was Holland.
Yeah. It was definitely
Yeah, it was definitely Holland.
Yeah, definitely coming just right back.
I know more about you than you know about you.
I kind of lose track of what's going on at the moment.
I've got a good brain.
I need to hire you as my PA.
Sometimes.
But I literally came actually with my suitcase, which was hilarious. But there's a bit of a live performance for I was representing for BBC Introducing as some of the specialist artists. They had quite a few of them that are basically quite recognised in the Birmingham scene. It was really nice to have a mixed bag of genres. So I think that's the one nice thing about any radio station that can really get the local artists together. It's really making sure that there isn't a genre restriction.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely, really nice. So I've really enjoyed this whole past year. Has been manic, and I'm just at current kind of speaking to a few labels and a few managers about really getting this off the charts.
Good.
Definitely.
Good, because you guys, you deserve it. You work your backsides off. You seriously do. I was just, having this conversation earlier. You work hard. You deserve all the success that's out there in front of you, and I don't know a group of people that work harder than musicians, and they seriously do. I know people say, I don't want to do like musicians are in bed till midday.
Definitely.
Yeah, because they didn't stop gigging till about midnight, have they?
100%.
Or 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock in the morning. So I don't get out of bed before midday.
I remember actually just saying to you that I've literally had 1 hour sleep each day. I'm running off 1 hour sleep. I'm probably running off more beer than I am actually sleep.
I used to do that 20 years ago. I couldn't now.
I think I've picked up your habit.
But before I come in here today, I popped into see Brian Travers' his exhibition. Pop exhibition there in Arborne. And I tell you what, I went in there, it's like, wow. And I said to the girl behind the counter, like, because, I mean, Travers is somewhere with UB40
Yeah,
at the moment. He's
definitely.
gigging tonight. I can't remember where he's gigging. They're all over the world, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
And she said, no, I'm sure that Brian said he's done all this within the last, 8 months. And I'm like, how?
Yeah.
He's like, touring. He's like, the writing. He's like, how the hell do you got... No wonder you're only getting 1 hour's sleep, kid.
Definitely. I think
just-
my body actually is aware of, even when I don't actually have the time, it's still going, nope, you could fit a bit more in, you could do this, you could do that. I mean, at the moment I'm actually working on Urban Gypsy 2, which is actually the second release. It's a sequel to the first EP that I'd ever released, with the same producer, which is Professor F. I'm also working on, as explained, the album out in Hungary. I'm also working on a few collaborations out in France, that basically collaborations with French rappers, which is
Good.
It's quite awesome.
Big in France, any rap.
Right, I mean, he's rapping in French, I'm rapping in English. I couldn't tell you what he's saying, but the translation's awesome. And a few bits and pieces in the US that's going on, a few bits of songwriting opportunities and various. There's a very great opportunity that I've actually been given to sing for a particular piece that's actually coming out. Just thought I'd shout out Own It, which is a publication company.
Okay.
So Own It London is going to be doing quite a big, very, very big thing very soon.
Who is Own It? Tell me more about them.
This is an individual called Crystal Mahay.
Okay.
She's basically a publisher who's worked for various other publishing companies all throughout the world, basically, and now she's started her own publication, and she was actually the publisher for Jamal Edwards from SBTV's book. So she was actually the biography that came out, and there are a few other pieces that are actually soon to be announced. So that's very, very, very exclusive.
So I love talking to you, because you tell me things, and then I store them. I'm like a little squirrel. I'm like a little squirrel with his nuts, and I just store them all in my head and bring them out at different times, and that's the way it is.
Definitely.
Let's have a shout out for your website, for your Twitter feeds, for your Facebooks before I've got to let you go, because you've got to start performing in a bit.
Definitely. Well, you can find everything at callmeunique.com. That is callmeunique.com.
Is it 2 E's?
Oh, no, not on the website. On Twitter, it's Call Me EE.
Yeah.
That annoying fact of someone having Call Me
I know.
normal UE unique as an egg that follows 6 people. So if anyone's out there that's listening and knows how to remove an account that doesn't exist, that would be great. So for now, it's actually Call Me EE Unique on Twitter, and everything is actually available on the Facebook like page, which is Call Me Unique.
Brilliant. I'm going to call you the superstar.
Oh, thank you.
And you better go and start gigging.
I will do.
Because your audience is waiting for you.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
having
very
me.
much. Cheers. Thank you.
So close to finding my own common sense or self of worth. Just blankly shooting darts and hoping I find someone's heart. I stand alone within a crowded space, feeling empty. One distant nightmare, and I'm asking for a happy end. So come and find me. I'm hiding in my hole. It's likely I'm drinking again. So I need you to save me from myself. It's likely I'm so low. I'm so low. I'm howling. Can you hear me? I'm howling straight from the highest of mountains. I believe from the reddest of rivers. I'm sure I just heard you quiver. it hurt and you leave. 'Cause you can't take the sirens like a carcass. I'm left in the mountains. So come, revive me. I'm lying in my boat. It's likely I'm dying within. So I need you to save me from myself. It's likely I'm so low, I'm so low.
Joining me now,
Sorry.
another superstar. You know, you carry on singing. You carry on singing, kid.
Hello.
Electric.
Hi. Yes, it is indeed.
Spelt with a
K
kicking
in
K.
the middle, not at the end. In the middle.
Why?
Because I'm just extra like that.
Okay.
The name does not have any philosophy. I can't even say the word. Philosophy behind it. There's no story behind it. Me and my friend just kind of like, yeah, we need your stage name. Like, you know, let's pick one out of the universe. You know what I mean? And it kind of sticks. You know, it sticks. So, and I wanted to change it, but people are like, you shouldn't, because it's
You can't.
There you go. You're Electric.
When you've got your name, you've got to stay with that name.
Indeed, it's true.
So tell me about yourself. Can I just say, I thought you were superb.
Thank you very much.
And not only them lovely harmony vocals that come out, but you must be, I'm guessing, a poet as well.
Yeah.
And you've done lots of poet slams in your time.
Yeah. Well, not poetry slams as such.
Okay.
Open mics. I've done a lot of
Okay.
open mics. I'm working on my spoken word project at the moment,
Tell me about it.
which is a lot of it's music mixed with beat poetry,
Yep.
and spoken word stuff. So it's just a collaboration, a synergy of art, really.
Yep.
Combine music with poetry, and then also I'm looking at going to look at publishing a book, but I'm going to do that afterwards, because a lot of people don't know I do poetry, but it's where it all started from, and where it all starts from with any kind of singing, rapping, art form like that. So that's what I'm working on in terms of the poetry stuff, poetry spoken word project with the music, and then the poetry book a little bit later on, 2016, so it should be cool next year. Good
How
year.
old were you when you started writing poetry?
I was poetry. I was at uni, so I guess I was about 18 when I started properly, paying attention to it. And had, I got my friend bought me a little poetry book, and then I started writing my little lyrics in there and expressing myself. It all came out angry first, when you just got some angry stuff to get off your chest.
Especially your students.
Do you know what I mean? So, and after that, I just kind of, worked a little bit more on the craft, worked a little bit more on the writing, and then incorporated it into the music. And, the sound that you heard tonight is kind of a combination of all of that put together.
Everything starts angry, don't it?
It's true,
It does, don't it?
It's
we
true.
moan.
We moan about a lot of things.
Exactly.
Rather than moaning, let's just be at peace, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just allow things to just be.
But ain't moaning great? Because if you didn't moan, you didn't have any issues.
True.
You wouldn't write no songs or
It's
poetry.
true, and that's what, what I always say. People are like, how's the music and stuff, and, I explain that, it's good. it's going well, but then it's like I have to live too. Like I have to live a life. I have to do the norm things like family, go away on adventures, do all of these type of things, you know, and occasionally f up.
Yep.
Or, you know, get hurt, or something has to happen for me to get inspired to, you know, because some artists can't write when they're happy, you know, and it's like you write through the pain. Like, you know, I see music as therapy, so as my therapy as well. So I just I write it all out like on the page and listen back to it or read it back, and I'm like, yeah, I'm talking to myself. Like, this is amazing. It's kind of like my therapy, but yeah.
And where did you grow up? You're a Brummie, ain't you?
I'm not. I actually was born in Leamington Spa, the
well,
Royal.
that's more or less Birmingham.
West Mids.
Yeah.
Leamington Spa. I moved here when I was about 8, and I've been living in Birmingham since then. So I'm 24 this year. That's like 15 years, I think.
Yeah,
my
something
maths
like
is
that.
correct. Yeah, something like that.
What school did you go to?
I went to College High, which is now North Birmingham Academy on the College Road.
Okay.
Yeah, studied drama and PE. Wanted to do the PE thing, wanted to do the athletics thing.
Why didn't you?
I broke my leg,
that's
dislocated my shoulder,
Oh dear, even
and then
worse.
put a lot of weight on, and I thought to myself, I need to get, you know, I didn't have any motivation to get back there, do you know what I mean? So it
You've
happened.
got a lovely smile.
Thank you very much.
You
You have
haven't, yeah?
lovely eyes, if
Oh,
they could
thanks very
only
much.
see now. Thank you very much, I appreciate that.
Do you like my eyes, really?
I do.
First time
And if you
everyone-
turn to the side like that,
Okay.
you get a little bit of the lamp in there, you know, the street
Oh,
lights
it's
glaring down on you.
Fabulous.
Evening dew, if that even
You know,
exists.
I'm 51.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I am 51 soon.
Wow.
November.
November.
That's the
November
first-
the what?
23rd.
Saggy. No.
Yes.
Are you Sagittarius? High five. We are awesome people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
man.
Oh, great.
Sagittarius. All the way.
That's the first compliment I've ever
you
been
look
given.
good, man. You look good for 50.
thanks.
50. You don't look 50.
Yeah.
Can I put an age on you? No, let's not go there.
Yeah, go on.
38.
Oh, I don't love you.
38,
You're
39.
all right.
Yeah.
You're cool. You're even better than what I said you were in the first place. This girl's a superstar. And she's got great taste as well.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Twitter feeds, you did mention Soundcheck. You also mentioned an EP that you've got.
Yeah, so my
out as well.
EP,
So tell me all about
my
it.
EP is Not Another Love Song. It's on iTunes for £4.75 if I'm correct. It's got song, 2 videos are on YouTube, so
Okay.
It's Such a Shame. You can catch it on YouTube if you just type Electric, It's Such a Shame on YouTube, or Electric Mood for Love.
It's been a while since I saw your face. Lonely takes control, and absence sets in, it takes its place. Now I'm left in the deepest hole. If only you knew what you did to me. If only I knew how to deal with it. I'm wanting you more, the less that I think. We cannot ignore our heartbeats in sync. Will it be for a while? Is it for one night? Look, I need to know. If we get into it, can we get intimate? Let your feelings show. How many times are we gonna lay it out? Practice what you preach. You say you wanna teach me, you show me how. Well, I'm ready, are you ready for me? Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Seems that we're hooked on addiction. Careful not too much. It's harder than you think when you can look but you cannot touch. If only we could just run away to a place they do not know. I'm wanting you more, the less that I think. We cannot ignore our heartbeats in sync. Will it be for a while? Is it for one night? Look, I need to know. If we get into it, can we get intimate? Let your feelings show. Reading my mind is a myth, just ask. I will tell you what I want. Not wasting a second tonight. With every touch, watch my body respond. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Every time I got that look on my face, you should know I'm in the mood for love. Na 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 na.
or Electric Young One. They're 3 tracks that are off the EP that all have music videos and visuals too. If you want to follow me on Twitter, it's at This Is Electric. This is Electric with a K, so ELEKTRIC.
Yep.
And it's all across the board, all social media. So if you just go onto Google and type in This Is Electric, or go to www.thisiselectric.com, all my stuff's there, man. Like, I post a lot of can I swear?
Of course you can.
Can I post a lot? I say shit, but it didn't. Now I'm asking if I can swear. It's like,
Shite.
no, my shite shit. I post a lot of shit, positive shit, fun stuff that I'm doing, updates, where I am next, poetry, random videos of me in my bedroom, videos of me and my nephew because I love them. Yeah, follow me, man. Follow the journey. And I've got something exciting.
Come on, tell me.
I released a song called So Far.
Okay.
Which is on SoundCloud as well. This is Electric. And also, I'm shooting the video for that very, very soon, which I'm very excited about.
Whereabouts?
Whereabouts? I'm shooting it in Birmingham.
Okay, yeah.
But the concept, I won't give too much away,
No,
but
no.
let's just say the song is about talking to your past. You know, and filling in. It actually goes, talk to your past, talk to your past, filling those gaps, filling those gaps. So if you like the sound of that, please go over to SoundCloud and check out the new single, well, the latest single, and look out for that video, man, because it soon come.
How could anybody not like that? How could anybody not connect with this infectious personality?
Oh, I
And
hope it
this
shines
beauty that you
through
emit?
the video.
It
You know,
does, mate.
for the audio.
I'm telling you.
Wicked.
You're emitting it through me, baby. I noticed there was a bit of a, to Call Me Unique. You obviously big friends with Call Me.
Listen, Call Me
and
Unique.
Miss Jazz was on stage with you
Yeah,
as
man,
well.
that's my girls, man. Like, Call Me Unique, I've known her for a good 7-8 years. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's the one who's been like, Electric, why aren't you playing guitar yet? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a big sister love. Do you know what I mean? And I respect her a lot. I admire her and I love her music. I love what she's doing. She's representing herself. She's representing female. She's representing Birmingham. And I just love her. And Namiwa Jazz, amazing artist as well. Like, I've been working with Namiwa for about a year now, doing BVs, and we just come off tour. We did a Say It Loud tour, which was, we went to Derby. It was East Midlands. So we went Derby, Leicester, Nottingham, Long Eaton. And for those that know of Flowetry, we taught the Flowisist, who's like the poetry spoken word artist of the duo. She headlined the tour, and it was just incredible. So me and Amaya were on the road, and we were like, just like getting a little taster of what tour life is like, and it was awesome, man. It was good. Fully enjoyed myself.
Living the dream.
Yeah, man, definitely. Well, we're on our way. Do you know what I mean? We just got to keep doing what we do. And that's it. And it goes to you as well, Gabby. You know what I mean? We've got to keep pushing forwards. That's the way it is.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
I'm loving the all the tats.
The
as well.
tats, yeah. I haven't had one in a while, actually.
How
I
many
think I'm
got?
due. 21.
Blimey, have you?
Yeah, 21.
Nearly one for every year.
Yeah. Need to
To be
catch
fair,
up with
you
myself.
can't start till you're 18. So that's a lot of tattoos recently.
I know, yeah, for the last 5 years of my life. Yeah, man.
Oh,
Cool.
Fantastic. So, where are you off to now?
I am going home because I am absolutely knackered.
I know the feeling.
And I just need to go and have a hot bath,
Yeah.
some hot food.
There's nothing like a nice hot bath and
Hot
a curry.
bath, and a curry.
Nice bowl too. But not in the bath.
No.
It gets messy.
Yeah, it would, yeah.
You know.
But yeah, I'm going home to chill out, unwind. I've got another gig tomorrow, which
Okay.
is at Cornwall Row. I don't know full details, but it's regarding mental health. And I've got a few songs that I'd like to, and a piece of poetry actually that I'm going to share tomorrow
Okay.
on that. So it should be
Do you
cool.
do a lot for charity and mental health?
I have
issues and
been.
stuff
I have
like
been
that?
recently.
Yeah,
Yeah. Especially doing work with Beat Freaks, who obviously the work comes through them, and
Sure.
then they come and contact me as an artist and say, "Electric, are you do you want to come and do this?" Which is cool. I'm always down to help and
Yep.
for the good cause. Do you know what I mean? And mental health is something that I'm very, very interested in because I think a lot of artists do suffer from
No,
mental
you're right,
health.
they
And it's
are.
like we don't consciously or
Yeah.
what's the word? Openly talk about it.
But you should.
And it's only like recently I've been talking about it in my music and in my poetry and stuff because if we lose this, what else have we got, Gabby? Do
Nothing.
you know what I mean? Like it's one of those things.
Without
man. You have
that
to keep
brain, you can't do nothing.
you have to keep
And
it.
the thing
keep
is,
it
with
right.
you artists, I was listening to a debate on Radio 5 earlier today
Mm-hmm.
about sports people. It takes a different kind of person to get out on a piece of grass and play football or cricket.
It's
or,
true.
you
It's
know
a hard
anything.
knock life. Like it's
Yeah.
it's not just artists don't just go up on stage and go and sing. There's a
Correct.
lot more to that.
Yep.
Like a sportsman, it goes the training and the education
Yeah.
and the perseverance. Like it's not just I'm a big time footballer. Let me go on the pitch and go and kick a ball. Like there's so much more to it. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like people don't really see or realize the bigger picture, I guess. And it goes for all art forms and mostly like the big. When I'm talking about like big artists,
Yeah.
like it's not easy to be Beyonce, is it? You know what I
No.
mean? So Beyonce does her thing. But yeah,
I think it's easier when you are Beyonce.
Yeah, it's easier when
though,
you're Beyonce.
To be fair, we need to get in there and
Yeah.
to get up on that stage, or any entertainer, any performer. Tell you what, takes bottle, and that's half the thing, isn't it?
definitely.
You know.
And on that note,
Keep on keeping on.
keep on keeping on, keep the mind right,
Yeah,
and we just got to do what we got to do.
you're gonna
man.
go fuck it.
Thank
I like you.
I like you too, and I love your eyes. If you don't know who this man is, please go and check him out.
Check his eyes.
Check his eyes out.
Oh, you wait till Mrs. Brown comes after this. I tell you what, the cheeky bastard. He'll start off at Nest Biscuit Boys. I promise you now, bright eyes.
Bright eyes.
You don't remember that, do you? You're
No,
too young.
no, I
Art
am.
Garfunkel, it was about a rabbit.
Okay, I'm gonna
Who had
jot
nice
it
eyes.
down. I'm gonna jot it
Bright
down.
eyes.
Okay,
Bright-
that's
yeah.
all I need to remember.
Bright eyes.
Okay, cool. Cool, that's easy. Bright eyes. Is that your nickname then?
It will be now.
Bright eyes. Cool. Bright eyes, Gabby.
Right then. Electric,
thank
can't
you
thank
very
you for your
much.
time. You're a beautiful person.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate you. And do you want me to shout out anything?
You can shout out whatever you like, baby. The platform's yours.
I want to shout out Nichole Lionette.
Yeah.
Call Me Unique, Namai with Jazz, Michael Bennett, Actress and Bishop, and you guys listening, man.
Thanks,
Keep
mate.
on keeping on.
Yeah.
Peace
And love.
and love.
Oh, kiss, kiss. Mwah.
Love. Thank you, guys.
Cheers, mate.
No worries.
Thanks for listening, and good night.
Firecracker smacking back along a lost and lonely track. 'Cause I think I've been trapped inside the web of my own truths and lies tonight. You may be lost, you may be found, a fleeting foot on changing ground. So pick a spire and throw a stone, you won't need no direction home tonight. Find something, lose something, build something, break something, move something, shake something. You might create something right. So please drink from my broken cup and please read from my open book. I don't need much but the same thing back, so please say you can grant me that tonight. Find something, lose something, build something, break something, feel something, fake something. You might create something right. It's not a sin you've given and you had no choice but choose to win or lose and sit outside the game. Watch it spin again tonight. Find something, lose something, build something, break something, heal something, say something, steal something, pay something, feel something, fake something, move something, shake something, love someone, make something, you might create something right. When you lose the things that made you, you are skewed. The glittering goals that eat at you reside but don't ignite in you.